What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Just That Boss 88 here. Welcome back to the Baltimore Orioles franchise here on MLB The Show 21. Last time we left off, we had a pretty good start to the year, 13-13, a lot better than I thought we'd be doing personally. So I was pretty pleased to see that. Let's go ahead. We'll take a deep dive into the analytics. We'll see what the stats are looking like, who's doing well, who's doing not so well. We'll also take a look through the minor leagues. We'll check on Matthew Thompson, DL Hall, and all of our top prospects. See if anybody who might be ready to, make the jump to the show. And then we'll continue our season simulation. You can see the next big thing, draft day, is in 33 days. So we'll probably get well past the draft, hopefully, in this video. First, let's check out the roster. Let's see what's been going on. You can see, we'll take a look through here, who's doing well and who's doing not so well. First off, we'll look at the starting pitchers. Felix Hernandez, a 34-year-old, starting to drop off a little bit. Just a little bit of drop off there at age 34. I'm not wild about keeping older guys on the roster because there tends to be a point where they fall off a cliff. So we're going to watch King Felix here and see what happens. 2-1 with a 4.13 ERA. So definitely not, his worst season of his career by any stretch of the imagination, but also far off his career average, you can see on the bottom there. So we'll see if he can right the ship, and if not, we've got other options. We got Wade LeBlanc down here, the 36-year-old. He's 0-2 with an 8.2 ERA. So that's something that is extremely concerning to me. Also that he has walked more guys than he's struck out. With 76 walk over 9, you think that he would be doing a little bit better than that. But we'll keep an eye on him as well. Luke Rennie, he's 0-3 with a 5.4. So the free agent signing, not seeing any real growth yet, which is a slight area of concern for me. But, it is what it is. And Keegan Aiken, he's pitched okay out of the pen and probably in some spot starts as well. So not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Down here, Matty Thompson, well, he's 0-3, so that kind of sucks. But he does have a 3.0 ERA, which isn't terrible, all things considered. We'll keep an eye on him as things get going here. DL Hall, he's 2-1. His ERA is higher there at 4.5, but really all I could care about with these guys in AAA is that their attributes start to grow here as we get through the season, that we can start to see some positive growth, that they might be touching the MLB roster in that 4th and 5th spot next year. So let's just keep looking here. So we've checked the MLB numbers. John Means, he has been far and away our best pitcher up here. 1-1 over 32 innings. He's struck out 16, walked 7. That 1.95 ERA is just beautiful to look at, and the WHIP below 1. You can't ask for anything better, especially out of a guy who's pitching out of the 2-hole for you. And if he grows one more and Odorizzi drops off, I would not hesitate to make him this team's ace once more. I know he was our number 1. I didn't want that pressure on him. I wanted him to just be able to relax and grow. But, seeing as he's doing so well, we might be able to swap him and Odorizzi here. But Odorizzi hasn't been bad for a free agent pickup by any stretch of the imagination here. So, not much to complain about out of our top 2 guys. But the bottom 3 here, some work to do. So we looked at Matty Thompson, DL Hall. We'll just look for any outstanding numbers. Adrian Cruz, he's having a rough go of things to start, a 7.1 ERA. But with deep potential, there really isn't really much for me to care about. You know what I mean? Lopez, he's doing pretty solid, I would say, for a 63 overall player. Jim Cuevas, let's see. Oh, he hasn't pitched yet. We're down in AA. These guys haven't even started yet. What am I talking about? Okay, so AA, they start, I believe, in the next month here. So we'll have some AA stats to look at in the next month's report. The relieving core, Brad Peacock, he is doing well. The free agent acquisition, a 2.16 ERA over 8 innings. Pretty solid for us. Cesar Valdez also doing a lot of work. 24 innings for the 36-year-old already, and a 1.48 ERA. A 16-9 K to walk ratio. I love that. He's still getting it done at age 36. Paul Fry, just the 1 inning, so not a huge sample size. I'm not too worried about it just yet. Sean Armstrong, 12 innings, well, sub 1 ERA, but only 12 innings. You love to see it. You love to see it. Tanner Scott, just the 6 innings of work. Hasn't allowed a run yet. 3-0. All right, all right. And then Travis Lakin Sr. Our relieving core looks golden right now, I'll tell you that much. Any huge numbers here? Dylan Tate looks like he's struggling a little bit in AAA, so I wouldn't hesitate too much to send him down to AA when their season starts if he can't pull that ERA down and that whip down over the next month here. Our closers, Roberto Osuna, perfect so far for us. 9 innings. I'm going to guess that's 9 saves, I'm pretty sure. 9 saves. 8 saves. Hasn't blown one yet. Just 8 hits allowed over 9 innings of work. The whip down there at 1.2. Only issued 3 walks. He struck out 6 of the 27 batters he's faced. Okay. So Osuna, he's seeming to fit in a little bit here. He's seeming to fit in. You look at Houston last year. He had 1 save in 4 games played. He's already got 8 saves in 9 games appeared in this year. So a pretty solid start to the year for Roberto Osuna. Catcher Severino, he's on the mend with that. I believe it was a hand injury. It tells me, right? Yeah, a blister. He had a blister. He's on the mend. We're gonna leave him in the lineup. He'll be okay. Chance Sisco can always fill in if he has to. He is batting in abysmal 120, but he's only have 100. He's only got 25 ABs. So we'll worry about that at a later time. Adley Rutschman, he's a little cold right now. Still batting 270. Starting to grow a little bit. I want to see a lot of growth out of a potential catcher at age 21 this year. He's struck out 14 times already. I'd like to see that ideally get up that number stay down a little bit more here. Hits to strikeouts, but it is what it is. It's early in the season. You can't read too much into these early season numbers. Chase Velo, he is doing all right for himself, 250 batting average. It seems like they're kind of, now I wouldn't say splitting time. It seems like Adley's getting the majority of the starts with Chase as his replacement, which I'm fine with. That's okay for now. Obviously, Adley's going to be the guy that we are fast-tracking to the show. So if he starts performing well this season, he's only 4 overall worse than Pedro. So if by all means, if Adley starts doing well, then I won't hesitate to take Pedro and toss him down. Take Pedro, make him the number 2 guy, and bring Adley up here and see if we need to shake something up maybe. So over at first, we're looking pretty solid. 263 average for Trey Mancini. You like to see that. Mountcastle's doing pretty solid. And Eugene Lynn, 247. He's already got 3 bombs in AAA this season. Over at second, kind of the fight for the starting position. Look at Yolmer Sanchez, baby. 328 batting average. You'll love it. Look at that. Ramon Urias, 350. And then Jahmai Jones has a 300. Look at this second base core. I understand that Ramon Urias hasn't logged as many ABs, but you've got a guy with 80 ABs and a guy with 64 that are both batting over 300, which means they're playing a majority of the games. And they're batting over 300. You love to see that, especially out of 2 of our younger players. Pat Valaika down in AAA, batting 194, so he's got to get that contact up. He's on a bit of a cold spell right now, so we'll keep an eye on that. At third, Rio Ruiz, batting 313. Can't complain. Cannot complain. I'm going to guess that with his ABs being down at 48, I'm going to guess that him and Yolmer are splitting time at third. That is like the only guess that I have here. Is that him? It's going to be that Yolmer and Rio are probably splitting time at third on the off days, and that Ramon and Jahmai are probably splitting time at second, or some combination of that. Because all 3 of these dudes, Jahmai can't, so we know Jahmai has to play at second. But I'm going to guess that Rio is splitting time with somebody if he's only got the 48 ABs, because he's the only third baseman on the roster. So we'll keep an eye on that. Shortstops, Freddie Galvis, looking solid. 309 so far. Down in AAA, Adam Hall. Whoa-wee. 405 for the 20-year-old. He is murking down there. He might be another guy that he might shock us and take over for Terran Vavra. The 2 of them are splitting time, but Vavra's having an abysmal start to the year compared to Adam Hall. Holy cow. All right, we'll keep an eye on that battle And then in left, Logan Benoit, he has had a rough start to the year at 186. Oh my, Austin Hayes at 183, and our outfield bats have just not been working. So definitely something to keep monitoring here as we get into the next month. So I apologize if my attention looks a little withdrawn. We've just got some stormy weather rolling in, so just my eyes keep peeking out the window here. It's hard not to look at it. The trees blowing back and forth and stuff. So we're heading into May. We're at 13-13, 2 games back from New York in the division. The entire division, 4.5 games apart. Anything can happen. This is essentially the Wild West. When we left off, we had just shut out Oakland 6-0 from Jake Odorizzi in the first of a 3-game set. So, like I said, our goal was to be taking at least 1 from every series this year, and 2 if we could. So I think we should really start to shoot for 2. Seeing as we're at about 500, we have to do us and take what we can here. So we got game 2 against Oakland. John Means, Frankie Montas. That's a win. Pedro Severino is no longer injured. We'll put him back in. Jeez, it's getting gloomy out there. Kyle Stowers no longer injured. We'll put him back in there as well. He also, I think, had one of those tiny injuries, like a 2-3 day thing. Oh, I could have sworn that was a win, but Paul Fry loses that one in relief. Felix Hernandez against Jesus Luzardo, and that's a loss. Okay, so we took 1 there. We've got Seattle. They are just over 500. We're just under 500. Here we go. Game 1, Wade versus Sam. And that's a loss. Wade, he is just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He is having a rough go of things. Luke Rennie and Marco Gonzalez. And that's also a loss. The Bay Sox don't have 4 valid lineups. I'm going to auto-fix their lineups. I'm just going to auto-fix them. I don't really have time to go down to AA and worry about that kind of stuff right now. All right, we can't get swept here, can we? Odorizzi and Paxton. And that's a win. Okay, Keegan Aiken picks it up in relief, 3-0. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So John Means will have the next game here against Boston. Here we go. John Means, Nathan Eovaldi. And that's a win. I don't know why the sim's taking so long today, but John Means, he is working for us right now. 8-3 victory. Love to see it. Felix Hernandez, Garrett Richards. And that's a win. There we go. All right. We're back. We're getting back closer to track here. Wade, I need to see something soon here, man. I need to see something soon. We got this ERA is ridiculous. And he responds. Okay, he responds with a 4-2 victory. We've taken 3 out of 4. Can we 4 games sweep the Red Sox here? Luke Rennie hasn't won a game this year against Chris Sale, their ace. And we win it. Are you kidding me? Armstrong picks it up in relief. And we've, just like that, we're on a 5-game win streak. We've taken 4 in a row from Boston. We're back in second. Are we really about to cement ourselves as the second place team in this division right now? There's no way. With this roster, there's no way. All right. I apologize. You might be able to hear the thunder that's coming in too. So I apologize for any noise in the background there. So Odorizzi against Taijuan Walker. Against the Mets, that's a loss. Okay, Tanner Scott in relief. John Means, Jacob deGrom. He sustained an injury. It's only a few days. We're going to keep him active. He should be fine by his next start. I expected to get shut out by Jacob deGrom. What does appear to be nice is that it looks like, well, actually, no, that doesn't look like John Means did anything because he got injured. So, holy, that was a big lightning strike right there. All right. So, we're back at just 1 below 500. If we can stick around 500 for the entire season, I will be a very happy camper with that. I'll be a very happy camper with that. All right, Felix Hernandez, Luis Severino. That is a loss. John Means sees, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Wade LeBlanc, Jamison Tyone. He's got to keep lowering that ERA for us. Keegan Aiken picks up the loss there. Luke Rennie against Davey Garcia. And that's a win. Luke Rennie's first. I think that might be the first of his career. If it is, congrats. If not, at least the first of the season. So he's got the monkey off his back there. All right, now we got a 3-game set against a tough Tampa squad that is 2 games behind us for second. All right, here we go. Game 1, Odorizzi and Rich Hill. I think we might be running the exact ace versus ace. Well, Rich Hill wins that one. Only 2-0. Can't complain. Got to get the offense going, though. John Means against Trevor Richards. And that's a win. John Means to 3-1 on the year. Felix Hernandez against Ryan Yarbrough. And that's a win. Take 2 out of 3 against Tampa. Thank you very much. All right, Washington here. They're 18-25. These are the teams that we have to beat right here. These teams that are a little bit below 500. Here we go. John Lester. I forgot he was in the league still. He's doing well for himself, though. Wade LeBlanc, John Lester. Here we go. That's a win. Wade LeBlanc. His ERA is just still up there at 8, but he's winning. I guess he's winning ball games. And not he's winning ball games. The offense is winning in ball games. Joe Ross, Luke Rennie. Can Rennie make it 2 in a row? He does. 2 in a row. All right, all right. Hey, we're looking good here. All of a sudden, we're back on a 4-game tear. Hang on a second. Odorizzi at Washington against Steven Strasburg. He's having a bit of a rough year for himself. But he will right the ship. 2-4 for Steven Strasburg as they beat us in the rubber match. Or not the rubber match, just the 3rd game. We already won the series. So, hey, that's back-to-back series victories. That's something I'll take. Back-to-back series victories. We're playing pretty well in this month. I'll give us that. Now we got Minnesota. They are 7 games over 500. And I believe, they're a half game back of the AL Central over there of the White Sox, who we play right after this in a 4-game set. So, 7 straight against the AL Central here. 10 straight against 13 straight against the AL Central here. I keep looking. It's just AL Central. So let's see what we can do here. We're playing in the same division for 3 weeks in a row. All right, here we go. John Means, Devin Smeltzer. This is going to be a rough series here, guys. These are a rough couple series. These are 2 very good ball clubs. All right, we get shut out there. Game 2, Felix Hernandez against Michael Pineda. And Adrian Cruz, he had an inflamed nerve. We'll leave him active down there. Okay, Wade LeBlanc. Oh, we won. Perfect. Wade LeBlanc against Matt Shoemaker. Can we take 2 of 3 from Minnesota? Can we do it? We can! Wade LeBlanc against Minnesota? Are you kidding me? All right. No complaints here. All right, now this is the tough series. The Chicago White Sox. They are clearing away, leading the AL Central at 28-21. Well, not clearing away because Minnesota's right there, but they are the leaders of that division here. 4-game set. It's going to be tough here. Luke Rennie against Dylan Cease. He broke a nail. Right. Well, we're going to keep him active. It's only a few days. He'll be okay. It has now started pouring outside my house, and we shut them out. Keegan Aiken, we have shut out that offensive powerhouse. You love to see it. All right, Jake Odorizzi against Lucas Giolito. Ace versus ace, and it's the bullpens that win it there. Aaron Bummer. All right. John Means against Lance Lynn. He's a tough nut to crack, and we can't get to him. Adrian Cruz is back for the Tides down there. And then the last 2 games of the month here, Hernandez against Dallas Keuchel. That's a loss by 1. That's just so frustrating. Look at that. Against one of the best clubs in the AL, we take 1, we lose 1 clear. We squeeze 1 out, we lose 1 clear, and then we lose 2 of them by 1 run apiece. That's frustrating. Ozuna blew 1 there too as well. 0-1. He did blow 1. Frustrating as that is, that's a pretty good performance to have against the White Sox. We are 26-27. The Yanks are starting to pull away in the division a little bit, which is not really. I'm not really concerned about we can't really. If we're in the divisional race by the end of the year, then we're in the divisional race by the end of the year. But I am not expecting any miracles here, by any stretch of the imagination. So 1 more game within the month. Wade LeBlanc, Michael Pineda. He's on a bit of a good run as LeBlanc. And he will not continue it as we get smoked there 6-0 by the Twins, and we are now into June. So we're here at June. We're 5 games back of the division. We're at 2 games below 500. That would be my phone dropping off my lap. Don't worry about that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the roster here. Oh, that's right. They tell us. Kevin Smith will have to bounce back in Double-A after he posted a 5.76 ERA. Okay, he had a rough month. DL Hall. DL Hall had a rough month. You don't want to see that. You know what? We're just gonna have to look. We're gonna look through them ourselves. So let's take a look at the numbers. John Means, he has now taken over and cemented himself. He is our number one. He is our number one with that 2.38 ERA. Odorizzi fell off a little bit during that month. So Means will be our number one. Odorizzi's looking okay. Hernandez, he's doing about average, 4.2. I can't really ask much more out of a 34-year-old. Luke Rennie, he's starting to grow. He is starting his growth. This is what you wanted to see. He's starting to grow here for us as an option for the future, possibly. The 26-year-old with a 3.93 ERA. Not doing too bad for himself. Wade LeBlanc, he has now dropped down to being our 5th starter. His ERA is abysmal. We might have to move Wade LeBlanc here in the next episode. Boys, we might have to move him. Keegan Aiken, he's doing all right for himself as well. He's also starting to see a little bit of growth. So, young guys are starting to grow here. Down in AAA, Matty Thompson, he's growing. He is growing. This is what we wanted. Look at the ERA. It's down at 1.7. He's won his last 4 starts. Look at this. 38 strikeouts. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. He's starting to grow. You can see 5 attributes have grown there. This is exactly what we wanted from Matthew Thompson. Beautiful. Beautiful. If he keeps growing, you come September, you never know. You never know. He's already better than Keegan Aiken, hypothetically. You just never know. So, all right, Connor Wade, he is currently, I think, injured with a fractured arm for another couple of weeks. So ignore him. Adrian Cruz doing okay for himself. DL Hall, he's had a rough start to the year. He's growing but not growing. We'll keep an eye on him as things move along here. Lopez doing pretty solid for himself, that 3.3 ERA, and now we've got AA stats to look at too. We've got some AA statistics to look at. So Jim Cuevas is up there. He is our number one in AA. 1.53 ERA. He's smoking them down there to start the year. So is Derek Haller. Kevin Smith had a bit of a rough start. Zimmerman's doing okay. And Eshelman, he's doing all right for the 61 overall, man. And Hitoki Fukumori, he's growing, which is about all I can ask at this point. That's all I can ask him to do is grow, because he won't crack a roster at 53 overall. So on to the relievers. We'll just take a look through the numbers real quick. Paul Fry, his 5 is a little bit alarming, but other than that, our relieving core has been doing excellent. Tanner Scott's also gotten ripped on a couple of times. So, not worried too much about that. AAA, 193. Ooh, Dylan Tate's getting kind of bumped around down there. That's 627. So is Tyler Wells. And AA, Spencer Watkins with a 506. Michael Baumann hasn't pitched yet this year. Jay Fly with a 208. All right. We're looking pretty solid pitching-wise. Roberto Osuna, I know he blew at least one, but 16 for 19 ain't too shabby. 16 for 19 is not too shabby for Roberto Osuna. The 1.47 ERA is below his career average. He's looking really good for us this year. I'm really happy with him. So I like that. Hunter Harvey, he is growing down there. His strikes, walks, and pitching clutch, I believe that is getting up there. So he's starting to grow. This is what you want to see, essentially. I mean, look at these AAA stats down here. He is, what is that? 1 blown save. He's being used, I think, as a reliever instead of a closer, which is fine. 3 holds and 10 appearances. He's not doing too shabby. The 8.22 ERA, you obviously don't like to see, but actually, that might be terrible. Has he walked 13? Oh, my goodness. Never mind. He's not doing good for himself. He's doing awful. Doing awful. I don't usually worry about ERA amongst relievers because it's so easy to jack it up with one bad inning, but oh my goodness, he's walked 13 and struck out 7? Hunter, buddy. We might have to drop him to AA. We're going to drop you to AA, buddy. You need an easier assignment down there. Throw Hunter Harvey down there. And AAA can use somebody else as their closer. They'll be fine. They've got 8 billion relievers up there anyway. All right, our catchers, this is a problem. Everybody's cold. Adley Rutschman, he is growing across the board, baby. Adley Rutschman, he's growing across the board, and he's batting .299, even though he's cold. Batting .299. I like to see that. Chase Velo, His growth isn't quite there yet. Batting 209. He is markedly worse so far than Rutschman. And then Chance Sisco, he's seeing some growth up here at the MLB level as well. Over at first, Trey Mancini. He is looking okay. Mountcastle's looking all right. Our first baseman of the future, Eugene Lin, batting 273, growing. He's growing. He is growing. You love to see it. All right, up here, Yomer, his bat's calmed down a bit, 292. Jahmai Jones, 263. Ramon Urias looks like he might be the real deal here. The only guy still about 300 out of the three of them. Valaika, he's starting to come back down there in Triple-A. And Wilbur Santiago, our top second base prospect, batting 266 in Double-A. So, looks good, looks good, looks good. Rio Ruiz batting 311 on the year with those 61 at-bats. I'm guessing still splitting with Jahmai or Yomer. Over at short, Freddie Galvis looks okay. Adam Hall, 313. His bat calmed down a little bit, but settling into about a 300 average, which is pretty solid, all things considered. And then Terran Vavra, he looks like he's doing all right for himself as well. 205 ain't great. What's his on base at? About a 304. Okay, he's got some growth to do, though, for the 22-year-old. Growth to do. And Reynel Delgado down there in Double-A, 227. Okay. Logan Benoit, okay, we might have to change things up in the outfield. Logan Benoit is still doing just not good for us. Austin Hayes got a little bit better, but still not exactly where I'd want him to be. Kyle Stower's doing all right, all right. We're looking okay. We're looking okay. Let's go ahead. We'll do one more. We have draft day coming up here in a minute. All right, we'll do probably one more month of simulation, and then we'll call it here. So, it's going to tell me that the draft is here. I think it's today, right? All right, we just got swept by the Twins, but we're going to ignore that for a second here. Let's go to the draft. We have the 6th overall selection. Pick a player here. Okay, so they want us to take a pitcher, whether it's a starter or a closer. We are balanced everywhere. We're deep at closer. I could take Aaron Luke. What, it's current versus scouted. Right. So 80-30. You know, this guy looks pretty solid. Well above average everywhere is Aaron Luke, but at 55 overall, I don't know, man. 55 overall at age 19, that's plenty of room to grow, but you know, we're in the market. We're a rebuilding team, so not everybody has to be making it to the show right away. Reggie Salazar, a closer. He's at 60 overall already, but we've already got Osuna, so we don't need a closer. Seems like they really want me to take a pitcher here. Who's this guy? William Suzuki. 65 overall, 80 potential. Eric Rodriguez. He's got the 80 potential. Kobe LaFave. Tons of good potential guys down here. Holy cow. Herman Salazar. Richard Ikeda. I'm really not sure what to go off of here. I'm really not sure, boys. William Suzuki looks nice. Ready in a couple of years, which is what I'm hoping to be entering a decent contention window. He's only 18 years of age. I think we're going to go with Suzuki. I mean, this is probably our best bet. He's already 65 overall. He's got the potential. I don't think he's actually 65 overall. I think that just means like his overall is above average. We're going to go with him. Suzuki looks pretty solid to me. Eric Rodriguez, 19. No. I think it's Suzuki. He's got to be the guy. Unless, here's Elliot Aquino. He should be ready by 2022, but it's not anything different. He's just Cuban. No, we're going to go with Suzuki. He's our guy. William Suzuki, baby. 6th overall pick. He is our guy of the future. With him, Matt Thompson, and DL Hall, we're in a really good place. So, let's take a look. At this point, it's kind of a guessing game. Wordkemper? Holy cow. Wordkemper. Johnny Wordkemper. We don't need a closer, though. We don't need a closer. I'm going to stick with the 80 potential guys up here. I think we'll take Will Delviar. I think we're going to take him. He's probably the best guy that's available that I can see that is decently scouted. He's decently scouted. That's the important thing here. We have a competitive balance round pick. I'm not used to having these. I usually play with the White Sox, and I'm not used to having these kind of picks. I don't want to take exclusively pitchers, but this is the kind of stuff that I know. So let's go ahead and grab Juan Franco as well. We're just going to bolster up the pitching core here. And eventually the position players will come available, but here's a center fielder, Scott Berry. He's got the 80 potential, or at least scouted 80 potential. Decent hitting tendencies, kind of a pull hitter to left. Injury risk average. Let's go ahead and take him. Scott Berry in center. All right. Pick up Scott Berry. All right. Here we go. We have to. James Bond. The 18-year-old. We're picking up James Bond. A couple of you might look at this and be like, God, you're an idiot when you draft. I know. It's okay. It's okay. It is A-okay. How about Brian Esquivel? Nope, center field. Carlos Lugo, maybe? Jose Ramirez down there. Lugo, he's 21. Ramirez is also 21. You know, in a matter of third versus second, I'm going to take the guy at third. Because we have more than enough depth at second base of quality players. All right, 6th round now. Who's available? Esquivel, he's still there. Brian Esquivel. Or who is this? Lionel Puck. We're going to say Puck. His potential isn't great. Potential ain't great, but at this point he's a sure thing for us, so let's at least stick with the sure thing. And that's that. All right, so we've got our guys. We've got our 6 guys. Let's go ahead and sign them real quick. Let's sign all of our draft picks here. Our number 1 pick, William Suzuki, comes in at 68 overall. What a guy. 91 potential. 91 potential. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's go ahead and get these guys under contract. Will Delviar, 84 potential. He starts at 59 overall. Juan Franco starts at 64 overall. He's got an 88 potential. Scott Berry, 54 overall. He'll start at. He's got an 83 potential. James Bond with the 81 potential. Starting in the 50s, Carlos Lugo at 53. And Lionel Puck, we're going to sign him out of good faith, but I don't expect anything amazing out of the center fielder. So, all right, that's the draft taken care of. Let's go ahead and burn through this month real quick here. Let's get some series under our belts here. We got Cleveland. This is our last set for at least a minute against the AL Central. We're doing okay for ourselves. I think the battle at this point is for second. We're going to try and battle for second because it looks like we're at least cementing ourselves as a team in that race. So John Means against Aaron Cheval. That's a loss, okay. Felix Hernandez against Zach Plesac. That's a loss. Wade LeBlanc against Tristan McKenzie, and we've just been swept. The Royals are offering us a trade. Nicky Lopez at short. Oh, for Yolmer Sanchez. Oh, that's... But you know what? I've got my guys short already in Freddie Galvis, don't I? And I've got Adam Hall, who just grew another overall to 69. Yeah, no. Thank you, but no thank you. I'm going to pass on that one. I need to keep Yolmer. He's one of my guys. So, Luke Rennie for Taijuan Walker here. And that's a win. There we go. Jake Odorizzi against Jacob deGrom. I'm expecting a loss. And we indeed, once again, I think that's the second time in a row we've been shut out by Jacob deGrom this year. So, what are you going to do? It's going to happen. Connor Wade, he's eligible, but he'll still be injured. Let's go ahead and activate him. I'm sure it won't be his time in the rotation. John Means against Rich Hill. That's a win. There we go. Let's try and take 2 from Tampa here. They're 10 below 500. Felix Hernandez versus Brendan McKay. That's a loss. Let's go ahead and utilize Connor Wade there. And then Wade LeBlanc against Ryan Yarbrough. Pedro Severino, a torn finger ligament, and he will be out for 2 to 3 months. Well, that is a problem. 60-day IL for Pedro Severino, and our hand has been forced, ladies and gentlemen. Our hand has been forced. It is now time to bring up Adley Rutschman. It is now time. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice anymore. I was trying to wait it out here. He's still seeing tremendous growth down there in AAA, batting .275, but with Severino gone for 3 months, it is now time to bring up. He's not even on the 40-man. It is now time to bring up Adley Rutschman to the MLB. Congratulations, Adley. Let's see. He's got to make the most of his opportunities here with the O's. All right. All right. I want to take a really quick look. Matty Thompson, he has grown again. He is now 69 overall. Still growing. Still growing. So we'll keep working with that. But now I'm going to double check, make sure that Rutschman is slotted in. He is not. Where is he? So Adley Rutschman, he's just going to slide into every spot where we're going to slide him in every spot. His batting is not great, so we're going to let him hit in the back half of the order. He's not great, but he's better than Chance. That's the thing. He's not great, but he's better than Chance numbers wise. So, all right, Adley, we're throwing you to the wolves here, buddy, but you can do this. I have full faith that he can do this. All right, our hand was forced there, and I believe I might have to pull somebody up to AAA as well. Hold on. Let's go ahead and go to the catchers. Let's go ahead and get Brett Cumberland up there at AAA just to cover for the injury. When Pedro comes back, we'll figure out who's going. If Adley's not doing well, he's going to go back down. If Chance is doing horrible right now, frankly speaking. So if Chance is doing bad, we'll send Chance back down. You never know. So here we go. Let's get through the end of the month here. I know we're starting to drag the video on a bit. Luke Rennie against Adam Plutko are back against Cleveland for a 4-game set. That's a win. Luke Rennie with the shutout. Jake Odorizzi and Shane Bieber. And the Tides don't have lineups. We're just going to auto-fix them. The Bay Sox, we're going to auto-fix that as well. Auto-fix that. I don't have time to be doing that stuff right now. Odorizzi, John Means. That is a loss. And we're down 1-2 in the series. Can we at least split it with them here? We can. We can indeed. Travis Lakin picks up a win out of the bullpen for us. So 8 games below 500 ain't terrible for this team right now. Wade LeBlanc, Trent Thornton against Toronto. This is in division. A double-A. He's got a blister. He'll be fine. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Luke Rennie, Tanner Rourke. That's a loss. Jake Odorizzi and Hyunjin Ryu. And that's a win. Take 2 out of 3 from Toronto. Yes, we will. They are 21 below 500. Holy cow. John Means again here against Lance McCullers Jr. That's a loss. Auto-utilize that guy in Double-A. Felix Hernandez against Zach Greinke. Ooh, that's a tough draw. And, yeah, we got shut out there. Wade LeBlanc against Framber Valdez. That is a win. All right, all right. Take 1 out of 3 against Houston. We're doing okay still. Got another one against Toronto here. 4 games. We're closing out the month here. Let's close out strong. Luke Rennie, Trent Thornton. That is a loss. Connor Wade. Oh, my gosh, he's out again. Get him on the 60-day IL. They'll figure out the rotation down there. Odorizzi and Tanner Rourke. That's a win. I am aware of that. We'll auto-fix their rotation. Odorizzi, that's a win. And then Means against Hyunjin Ryu again. That's a loss. Hernandez against Julian Merriweather. Let's tie up the series at least. And we do. 7-1. Nice, nice, nice. And Wade LeBlanc here, we're closing it out against Framber Valdez against Houston. That's a win. Luke Rennie against Jose Urquidy. That's a win. Jake Odorizzi against Justin Verlander. Can we sweep them? That's a win. What a way to close it out. Look at that. We close it on a 4-game win streak. We've won 5 of our last 6. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are 38-43. A perfect spot for us to be in. We are still second in the division, a game ahead of the Rays and well ahead of the Blue Jays down there in 5th. So starting to string out a little bit. The Yankees have already run away with it, and that's totally fine with me. But, hey, I'm impressed with what we're doing here. I am impressed. Well, as always, thanks for watching. When we pick it up in the next one here, we'll continue our season sim and see what we can do. We are obviously not going to be pushing for the playoffs or anything, but you never know what kind of crazy things can come our way. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Leave your comments down below of what you think I could do differently, better, all that good stuff. Any direction you think I should take. And we will see you in the next one.